Nobody wants to hire Gen Z Americans. They're so stupid, they're entitled, they want more money, they don't want to work hard, and they're less qualified. In fact, a lot of people now are hiring top talent around the world. And in this episode, I'm going to tell you how you can build a multi-million-dollar company remotely without having to rely on Gen Zs, people that don't want to work hard, and you just build the proper systems and processes to do it remotely, make a lot of money, have people that really want to work for your company without having this entitled personality. So in this episode, we're going to tell you how to build a marketing funnel for your recruitment team so you can do the exact same thing that our company has done in the last 2.5 years and hired over 1,000 people with remotelatinos.com. And we have helped the best businesses in the space get the most talented people, and companies like Bad Marketing from Eddie Malouf or Wealthy Way like from Ryan Pineda, and the biggest communities in the real estate space have actually trusted us to hire the team members. The first thing is by actually killing the term virtual assistant. Why should you hire offshore, someone remote, someone that is not living in the US? It comes with a lot of different perks.
Some of the perks include saving money for your company, hiring people who are loyal to you because their ultimate goal is to find a remote career. And if you hire people in Latin America, they're working on the same time zone as your company. So all these perks make them want to work for you, but also work a lot harder because they know the vision, they see where they can finally take their family and themselves to. Because a lot of people here don't have the community to help them get to where they ultimately want to get to. So if your company has the right processes, has the right trainings, and you're looking to hire elite talent, Latin America has helped us build 2 7-figure businesses and helped staff thousands of people now for hundreds of elite companies.
And even though these people don't work or have lived in the US or even were born in the US, that does not mean that they don't have the capabilities and the skills to actually grow with your company and make your company grow. Some people used to call these people virtual assistants, but that term is no longer valid. We hate that term, and we're not going to call any of our team members, any of our new employees that we hire remotely, a virtual assistant. Initially, a virtual assistant was just made because they were doing admin mundane tasks that people didn't want to do, such as doing data entry and checking on calendars, emails, and here and there. But if you really want to hire a really elite remote team, you got to do that with professionals. And the professionals come in because they went to school, they have experience in other multi-million-dollar companies, billion-dollar companies, and they are currently being poached by recruiters like remotelatinos.com and our company that we have created. And they put in a short list because now another company of ours, for example, our clients, are going to be matched with these people. So these people have high levels of education, English, they're willing to work hard, they want to get paid in American dollars. And this does not make them lower than any American. In fact, this is so good for you, such a good news. In fact, this is such a good news for you because you're going to be able to save a lot of money while employing way more talented people. And whether that's you do that for your account management, whether you do that for development, whether you do that for marketing, whether you do that for sales, appointment setting, closing deals, developing a software, developing a website, creating videos like this one, or even leading team, you're going to be able to find leaders in other countries, all the way from Mexico to Argentina, and you're going to be blown away. In fact, we flew our team that work remotely to our event in Las Vegas, where we actually went to Ryan Pineda's podcast and Ryan Pineda event, who is a high-level influencer with Wealthy Way and his WealthCon conference, so that they get to see US for the first time ever.
Here's the reality, guys. The term virtual assistant has been a term that everyone in the space has used for many, many years. The funniest thing is, Alex Hormozi is a virtual assistant. Elon Musk is a virtual assistant. Do you know why? Because they assist people on a regular basis virtually. But for some reason, when the word that we attach to virtual assistant, we think of the lowest level people that barely speak English, they're $2, $3, $4 hour VAs, and they have no skill or any knowledge about actually helping your company grow. So when we noticed this, we thought to ourselves, we've got to kill this term. We're going to call them elite remote team members, remote team members, remote talent, whatever it is, but virtual assistant, because there's a negative stigma to that word because of a lot of people's experience. Now, one of the things that we noticed is that the top level talent. The top talent in Colombia and Venezuela and Mexico, you name it, they don't even apply as virtual assistants. They apply for specific roles because that is the skill sets that they have. That is the skill sets that they've been building on by going to schools, graduating with incredible degrees, and most importantly, working for companies like Airbnb and Rappi and other companies that have actually elevated their skills to be able to find jobs that pay them $1,200, $1,500, even $2,000 per month.
And the craziest thing is that even the CEO of Airbnb, Brian Chesky, says that Americans don't really know people. They don't know anything that is outside of the US. Why? Because they don't have a passport. They've never actually put the effort into getting a passport. And over 40% of Americans never got a passport, will never get a passport, and they will think that people that work in Colombia or Mexico are this jungle people that just, for some miracle, have a laptop and Wi-Fi, and they're just sitting in the jungle, just working online. The fact is that if you go to countries like Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, you'll find high levels of education, technology. All these companies, even though they're third world companies, they have progressed over time. They're not Aboriginal people. These people actually have careers, lives, go to university, they build amazing companies, they build amazing cities, and you'll be surprised. You gotta go one time to Medellin, Colombia, and you see it yourself. Go to Mexico City, go to Bogota, Colombia, go to Buenos Aires, and you'll see how different it is. You're gonna get there, you're gonna be like, wow, I thought these people were all jungle people, but not really. They're just exactly like you or even smarter. So in order to build a multi-million-dollar company remotely, you gotta actually take it like a marketing channel. So you know how you can actually find clients by running ads on Facebook, Instagram, do cold email, cold LinkedIn outreach. Well, the second point is that in order to build a multi-million-dollar company remotely, take it also like a marketing funnel. That's the only way. Amir started by posting on LinkedIn, on Indeed, going to job boards, paying for that software, or even doing outreach, poaching other people. And Amir is an expert on this. He built a company using Fava that then we turned into Remote Fam. And now we have Remote Latinos as a recruitment company to help American businesses connect with Latin American candidates and top level talent.
Just like you have leads for your company, like Esteban mentioned with a marketing funnel, you want to have leads as internal prospects for you to hire the people that you're looking to hire. Now, if you're not working with Remote Latinos, here's exactly what you need to do. The first thing is you need to go on these platforms that Esteban mentioned and make either job postings or advertise on there. One of the most effective things that we currently do is run Facebook ads for specific positions. Once we have the Facebook ad posted, we have every single applicant go through an application form that takes them anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to complete, because this includes many questions about the positions, them submitting a video and a resume. Now, one thing that we notice is that most people start the process, but they don't go through it. And the people that do go through it, we only pick the top 3 to 5% of the people who actually submit the entire process. Now, the video that they submit is a short video. It's 3 to 5 minutes talking about themselves, their experience, why they're a good fit. But ultimately, we get to hear their English, their energy, and see if they're a good fit just based off video, since a lot of them are going to be hired for an appointment setter role, cold calling role, or even, a client success role. Once they are done with this process, we have each applicant go through an English test and a personality test. The English test tests obviously their English, their reading, writing, and comprehension of English. And the personality test lets us know what type of person is this? How do they think? How do they lead? And what are they exactly looking for? What type of leadership will they be good at? What type of leadership will they be good under? Once they go through this entire process, we then schedule the first round of interviews, which is more of like an introduction for us to them and for them to us. Once they pass that, they are then entered to the second interview, which is normally with the operation manager. And this one is more about the skill set, more about the company, and more about what their day-to-day is going to be like. Once they pass the second interview, then enter to the final boss interview, which is with either Esteban or myself. And this one is more about the culture, the future, and really finding out what this person's looking for and if they match what we're looking for in this role. Now, what you guys have noticed, this is a lot of steps. This is why people hire us, to cut this process in half and find the people much faster and much more efficiently. We've hired 1,000 people over the last several years, and we're looking to hire another 9,000 before hitting our first milestone of hiring 10,000 people around the world.
And as a business owner, you can keep leveraging media, technology, and people, and where you run ads with media content and paid advertising, you do copywriting in order to attract the right people. And with technology, you're going to be able to interview faster, go through applications faster, make them do challenges or cognitive tests or even personality tests. We use softwares like myinterview.com or Gorilla Test, which are softwares that are actually built for mass recruitment. So if you go to these softwares, they're going to be able to add more filters to your interview process. And lately, you can actually use AI to actually interview these people with an AI tool where they can even talk to the AI tool and know the level of English. They can interview with the AI tool and to see how they actually behave. And at the end of the day, we want to work with the best people. So the more filtration, the more friction that you give to these people, the more qualified this person is going to be. And in order to actually build a multi-million-dollar company with a remote setting, you have to actually create a remote foundation. We actually did an entire video about this, so you can't miss on that video in our YouTube channel where we went through all the systems and processes and tools that we use in order to build a remote team. But one of the most important things that people overlook is how you actually onboard your remote team members. They're not different than your local employees in the US. You have to make sure that you position your company as an authority and as something that actually is going to provide them with careers. And they're gonna feel safe at the moment of interviewing, at the moment of hiring, onboarding. And these people that are applying to your company also want to have a career. They want to have a long-term relationship with you, and they want to find a place that is good for them, safe in terms of salary, safe in terms of growth, and have the opportunity to grow their career, learn new skills. So that's why you have to set up your company to actually give proper onboarding, proper training, proper skills and ascension, proper systems and processes, so that these team members actually feel they're coming to a legitimate company. So you have to build an amazing remote culture.
And you build an amazing culture by having the proper core values and the proper mission, the proper vision that everybody aligns on. If you have one person that does not fall into one of the core values that you have, or they're not on board for the mission or vision, you're hiring the wrong people. We love having weekly meetings with our team, but when we first started, we had less than 10 people. We would meet with our team members every single day because we want to get to know them, not just on a skill level, but on a culture level. Like, what are these people about? What do they like doing? And I feel like the people that are closest to me in my company are the leaders, are people that have been here from day one, the people who get to share much with me. Because if your company is all about just work, 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 without having any fun, without having to get to know other team members, the leaders, the people that started the company, you're wasting very valuable time of your team really getting to know and connect with you and with each other.
Yeah. Guys, the quality of your meetings is the quality of your culture. So that means that if your remote team members go to your meetings or to your one-on-ones or to your team meetings and they're enthusiastic, there's energy, they want to share, they also want to get feedback, receive feedback, then you know that you have shaped an amazing culture. People want to be part of these meetings. You know how when you're in the office, you don't want to go to a meeting? It's because you have not shaped an amazing culture for those people wanting to go to those meetings. So if you notice that people are not going to the meetings or not participating, you have to dig deeper into what you're not doing. What kind of expectations about your company culture that you actually have put together? What core values make your meetings great? And for example, us, we have end of the day reports, we have end of the week reports, and we have weekly meetings where we go over wins of the week. And we have monthly meetings where there are town hall meetings where we talk about what happened during that month, what was our revenue like, what was our growth like, what we learned, what we gotta stop doing, what we gotta start doing, what we gotta continue doing, and the entire team comes together and gives shout outs to each other. This type of meetings will put the culture in a better way.
One of the meetings that we have every single week is called WOW meeting, which is wins of the week. And every single team member shares 2 wins. One is a business week from the past week, and one is a personal win, whether it's an achievement they had outside of work. Maybe they started a sport, maybe their new weight, maybe it's something that just happened with their family. Whatever it is, it's a positive meeting to end the week on a good term. And most importantly, we get to know each other a little bit more. Sometimes we find out new things about our team members, and we create, again, a culture of trust and a culture of other people caring for each other.
So if you want to learn how to hire the most talented people around the world in Latin America, go to remotelatinos.com, and also follow this YouTube channel in order to get more content as valuable as this for Omir and Esteban. Hit that like button and subscribe so that you can get more of this. See you next episode.